Okie dokie. All right. Mhm. All right, what is up, everybody? Hope you guys are all doing well. I'm doing fantastic. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me all right. Live stream is being recorded on YouTube as well. So let's kill it today, guys. I mentioned in the Telegram channel that today I wouldn't be surprised if we had a massive bearish day. And starting from Asia session, we're already expanding towards sell side. And let me go back up to the higher time frame so you guys can all see and understand why exactly I am bearish today. So take a look at this daily candle right here. So it's already open pretty bearish. Let me delete everything and start fresh again. I always recommend you guys do this as well. But pretty much on the daily time frame, we have this daily bearish fair value gap right there. You guys can see this huge daily fair value gap, and pretty much we close inside of it again. So the fair value gap goes all the way down here, and once again we closed inside of it. We filled it up today. We created a top wick by filling the rest of the gap, and then we started reversing from it. So today I think we might actually dip down lower. I think we might even go as far as this daily fair value gap down here, and then we might go down to the weekly no wick. So this is the daily FVG down here. This is a bullish one, so marking it out as green. And then right below it, we have the weekly no wick. So that means that this weekly candle, when it opened, it didn't have a wick. So market typically tries to rebalance that, make sure that there's a wick there, and then it will continue going back up in the bullish direction. So today we already opened extremely bullish, and coming into this, guys, right now we're about to get a new 30-minute candle, and pay attention right here on the 30-minute time frame. We just took out a no wick. You guys can see right here. We just took out a no wick right there. And right above this no wick, we have this 30-minute IFVG. I'm 100% going to sell from this 30-minute IFVG once we get this new 30-minute candle and just start looking for sells. So I have my legacy loaded up. You guys are ready to catch a banger with me. I'm lost. How do I get denied a funded account because I went $8 over? You're not going to get denied a funded account, Tanner. You're not going to get denied a funded account. You guys really like this platform over Top Step. I definitely do. It's fire. Tanner, you're not going to get denied. You just have to make a little bit more money. Hello from UK. What's up? Let's go, everybody. What is your Telegram channel name? It's called The Full Send Traders. You can find it on my Discord bio, or you can find it on my Instagram. Can you guys hear him? Can you guys all hear me? What are we trading today? We're trading XAU USD, or on futures, it's going to be called GC. It's gold. We're trading gold. All right, one more minute until we get this new 30-minute candle. I'm just expecting it to pull up into this 30-minute gap, and we're going to look for some sells because the daily narrative is bearish. So looking for sells today. I'm going to put this up on the top of the screen so you guys don't get confused. Looking for sells. So I'm bearish on the day. All right, 1 minute. There you go, guys. It's about to rip up into this gap, and we're going to look for sells. Boom. I'm entering sells. As soon as I see this starts reversing here. 4-hour time frame. Let me scale down to the 1 minute here on futures. Boom. We just took out a high as well. So I'm going to go in with about 4 micros here on this trade. Sell, executed. Boom. 4 micros placed. Stop loss is going to go just about 86, 40 pips above, 40 ticks. Buy stop. So that should be risking about 40 times 4, 80, 240, 240, I think. There you go. Beautiful rejection off of that. So the reason why I hopped into the sell position, which I'm in now on sells, I'm going to enter on my live account as well. We're in sells, guys. Stop loss is going 40 ticks above this for value gap. So we got from 67 up 69, 71, 71 on here. And then on futures, oh, that took me out. Dang. So I lost about 150. I thought I was risking a little bit more, but 150 on this first position. We just caught the early volatility, but if we start pulling back down, once again, I'm going to look for that same exact position because this 30-minute candle has no wick still. And I didn't even get a chance to enter on my live account yet. So I'm going to look for this same exact position once we start pulling down from this 30-minute gap. That was an early 6 o'clock open. Holy. That's a ton of volatility that just came into the market. Like I said, the daily candle right here has a bearish narrative. So we're looking for sells down. And this was just a little bit of a manipulation. So once again, we're going to wait for that confirmation, lower time frame, and we're going to go in for that. Here we just took out some highs as well. That looks really good. Sub G, thanks for the constructive knowledge as always. Can you talk about the issue with the traders making so much bread on prop firms and possibly getting taken down by the big ones? I don't know what you mean by that, to be honest. Issue with traders making so much bread and possibly getting taken down by the big one. All right, guys, we just swept out these equal highs up here into a fair value gap. I'm going to look for this pull back down into the 30-minute gap, and then we're going to look for the same exact setup right there. That was a nice sweep. There you go. We're starting to pull back down. Let's see if we get an IFEG here. But honestly, like, I'd like to go even lower time frame. Like, let's do like 30 seconds. 30. There should be a way to go 30-second chart on here. Custom. There you go. All right, we have one a little bit higher here. 30-second IFPG is what we're looking for. It's pulling back down into the 30-minute gap. Like I said, this is bearish because this candle has no wick down here. So I am looking for it to run down. That's my narrative. We're looking for sells today. Looking for sells from here where it's currently at, down, lower, potentially into this daily FVG. There you go. We're back inside of that. We created the IFVG. So I'm going to hop in again right there. Boom. 4 micros in this position again. I risked 150 on the first trade. And now we're in again with 4 micros. Placing my buy stop just above this high. Boom. All right. We're in for round 2 with 4 micros. Let me place the execution there. Round 2. And we're going to be targeting this daily FEG down here and just taking partials as it continues to run. So we're already up about $88 there. Let's see this move. We got that IFEG. You guys can see we closed below this 30-second fair value gap. We tapped back into it and started expanding lower. So stop loss is going to stay above until we sweep out one of these lows down here. But honestly, I think this trade's looking really good coming off of a 30-minute fair value gap. We got a ton of manipulation. Now we're looking for that sell side. And my stop loss is literally just above that wick. So same as right here. Again, we're looking for sells on the daily candle. Chat. How much are you risking? I'm risking about like 150 on the first trade, and then I think I'm risking just about 200 now. Let's go, guys. Pick this up. We don't usually trade 6 o'clock, but that's what I can make work today. I'm going to dinner with my fiance a little bit later, so I just wanted to hop on. Also, I saw this opportunity, guys. I love trading the 6 o'clock hour if we have a beautiful 30-minute FEG, because it's quarterly theory, and this is quarter 3 of quarterly theory. So it opens at 3 p.m., like in my time zone, 3 p.m., then it goes from 3 p.m. to 4:30, from 4:30 to 6. And you can see we just opened the 6 o'clock hour. We're inside of the third quarter of quarterly theory. And this is typically, if we have a 30-minute gap, this is when we're going to get that expansion. So we're still inside of this 1 minute IFVG and this 30-second IFVG. So I'm looking for it to stay below and continue going lower from this area. Coming in with a bearish narrative today. There you go. As long as we continue printing some nice bearish candles. There you go. That FVG was respected. Want to give us a nice move. After such fat manipulation towards buy side, I'm sure the move towards sell side is going to be just as big. Come on. The dollar is also inside of a bullish for value gap that has been struggling to close below. While I do think like gold's going to be bullish after it hits this level, I do think that we have a really good target today to look for sells. Where's your TP? For now, probably previous day low. Previous day low right here at 50.18. So scale out to the daily time frame over here. We're going to be looking for the previous day low right here. As long as price continues to go down off of this 30-minute gap. This isn't hard to watch in this small screen. What are you talking about? How you guys all doing today? What'd you guys eat today? Where are you guys all from? Where are you guys tuning in from? What time is it for you guys? Let me know in the comments. Bro, Henry Loki. I copped an account too. I'm talking about small laptop screen. It's not small, and it does the job, bro. 9 p.m. in Central Time. Yeah, it's 6 p.m. for me. 9:06 a.m. in India. Oh, Indiana. Got it. Same time. Recording. Yes, sir. I am recording. Let me just make sure, though. Yeah, it is recording. Come on. There should be actually like no reason for it to run up higher than this 30-minute IFEG here. Because there's nothing higher than this. Like there's actually nothing higher. We got a 30-minute IFEG right here. This candle has no wick. So I'm looking for it to run down and respect this 30-minute IFEG, turn into a bearish candle. I want to see this turn into a bearish candle, and I'm probably going to keep trading it until it does turn into a bearish candle. So I like how this looks. If we stay inside of this 1 minute as well, I might even layer in another position. 5, 4, 3. I want to see a nice like bearish engulfing candle. Like it just like prints a fat bearish candle. I'm going to add another like 3, 4 micros to this position. Come on. Because I'm only in with 4 micros right now. Very small risk position. 89 to 95. Risking about 60 pips. So just about $400. Not 400. I mean $200. Just about $200 on this position. But I feel like if we rip down and get a nice bearish close here, I can add in some more risk to this trade. But I don't want to see these weak candles. You know, I want to see a nice bearish candle close. There you go. That's what I like to see. The start of a big move. 7, 2, 5. There you go. That's exactly what I was looking for right there. All right. Now we create a little bullish top wick. And then I'm adding in positions. Guess I didn't want to add any wick to these previous two candles. But that's fine with me. Like, I'm still in with a good amount of risk. So let's see. Let's see if we can capitalize here. Let's go. Come on, we're catching the reversal, guys. We're literally catching a massive reversal. After this huge 6 o'clock open candle, which, by the way, cooked me. Like, that cooked me real quick. But I only lost 150 because I had some solid risk management on that setup. So now we're catching the move off of a 1 minute gap that was respected. There you go. There you go. I wouldn't be surprised here if it came a little bit higher back into that. But let's scale down and show you guys a 30-minute time frame. So look at this 30-minute candle right now. It has no wick. So first of all, that's a big magnet. No wick, that's already a big magnet that's going to be pulling price lower. Take a look at this. Pulling price lower. Second thing, we have an IFEG to the left-hand side, 30-minute time frame. Boom. 30-minute IFEG. This 30-minute candle, it's staying inside of it. The reason why I got taken out of the first position that I entered is because it ripped straight up and created a massive wick, kind of just running straight through this gap. Like, take a look at this opening candle. So once we ran into it, I just wanted to enter low risk, and it literally ran all the way up above where my stop loss was, took me out. But I re-entered as it started running down, created the first IFG. We have two more no wick candles right here. I'm thinking once we tap into this, then we're ready for adding more positions. There you go. I'm gonna low-key layer in another 4 micros on this. So I'm in with 8 micros now. Let me adjust my stop loss. Make sure you add the stop loss equivalent of 8 micros. Boom. Dragging this down a little bit. Alright guys, in with 8 micros on this position now. Risking a lot more because we did come up and take out those no wicks after we created a nice bearish move out of this. So I think that was a nice displacement lower, and now we're going to continue much lower. As long as we don't take out this high here, I think we're good on this position. And as long as we stay inside of this 30-minute gap, it should not go any higher than this. We already created a massive wick. So as long as price is aiming to go lower today, we're good, guys. We're in a pretty solid entry. Let's see how this next candle reacts from this 1 minute PG. Let's see. How many of you guys are in with me? Come back to this later. You think it's going to retrace up into this 15-minute gap? See, I would look for the same thing if I didn't know what IFEGs were. The moment that you identify a higher time frame gap, there's no need for you to scale down to the 15-minute time frame. Like, you're going to see this right now. The moment you identify a higher time frame gap, like 15-minute time frame, sure, that's a great time frame. But if you identify a 30-minute IFEG, there's no need for you to scale down to the 15-minute. Especially if, like, in this situation, we have a no wick below, and then we also closed below it and respected it. So as long as this candle right here in 15 minutes stays inside of this gap, we're going to run down. Let's see this run, chat. We already got that market structure shift right here, guys. We broke down towards sell side. We created some nice bearish candles. We respected the 1 minute IFE or 1 minute FEG. We just needed to respect the 30-minute IFEG now. 2 micros since that's max on top step now. You know the chart on Tradeovate right now. I don't want to enter anything on gold. That's funny, bro. Where's your stop loss? It's just above the high here. Just above the high, like right here. Because it shouldn't go any higher. We're already above the 30-minute IFEG. So I'm expecting it to stay below this wick. There you go. There's a stop loss, guys. Market is disrespecting lately. No, it's actually been really good. Yesterday we caught a beautiful trade as well. And today we're going to catch a beautiful trade again. Yesterday was a buy. Obviously, buys give us a much higher win rate. Sells are a little more difficult, but today's a bearish day. I'm not going to fight the narrative here. Today's a bearish day. I don't know what the password is. Ooh, we stayed inside of that 1 minute. So just guys, just keep a close eye right here on the right side of the screen. I'm gonna leave this open for you guys. Just keep a close eye on what's going on right here. And this is kind of where we're getting the bearish narrative from, is because we closed below this gap. And that's also the importance of the stop loss placement. Like the reason why my stop loss is up here is because guys, if it stays inside of this 30-minute gap, then it's not going to ever come back up and sweep this out. Like unless the next 30-minute candle does that and then goes back down. But as long as it closes inside of this 30-minute gap, that's most likely not going to happen. And it's looking like it's fighting here. It's fighting. It's staying inside of this gap. I'm just going to follow what the market's showing us right now. And we're looking for sells. Serious question though. Price action is beautiful for ICT right now. I completely agree. There's like, we're not at all-time highs and there's stuff to the left. Serious question though. Why don't you think it'll go higher? I can literally see it going to 50, 75, 85. Because we have a nice target below. So it can go up higher. But not right now. Look, I would be looking for buys if it disrespected this gap. Like if it closes above in 10 more minutes, we have 10 minutes left, then I'll be looking for long. But for now, guys, as long as it's staying below this gap, I'm looking for sells. Yes, it has a target below, but I think the no wick zone is more suitable for buys. It's also a magnet. It's an inefficiency. And so it's going to be pulling price down there as well. You're talking about buys from here, or are you talking about buys from the weekly level that I'm targeting down here? Like, look, guys, we're struggling to push above. We're staying inside of this gap. I think that's a great sign that we're going to run down. Market's giving us a freebie here. We just need to take what it's given us, guys. What is it even copied and pasted? Probably send it to myself. Oh, dang. Okay, guys. It ripped up on us. Even though we were starting to rip down, it ripped up and took me out perfectly at the high there. Exactly where my stop loss was at. Took me out. One massive 1 minute candle. Never created a wick on the 30-minute time frame either. So I think I'm done there for now. 6 o'clock is a little more dangerous to trade than 7 o'clock because we get that new 4-hour candle. But I gave it a shot. I followed what price action was showing me. I don't know if I want to re-enter after that. That looked so good though. Still stayed inside of the 1 minute. Still stayed inside, guys. No, that was massive. I went in with 8, risked 500. I'm only going to go in with 1 micro. It just makes it even more dangerous with these equal highs here. So 1 micro is the most that I'm going to risk here. If it rips down, we still going to profit. If not, we good. We good. Let's see. Equal highs above. This is my last trade. Alright, guys, and then I'm calling it a day. Then I'm going to go 1 minute FVG, still being respected. Even though we got that manipulation, guys, towards buy side, it still respected this FVG. Still came back in and closed inside of it. Come on. At the least, guys, I need it to go down and create a wick right here. It just needs to go down and create a wick on this 30-minute candle. That's at least good enough of a target for us to go break even. They're patching ICT. That's funny, bro. Didn't take me out. Should I stay in? Yeah, totally. It's still respecting the gap. How much are you trying to make off this trade? It's not going up, bro. It's not actually not going anywhere. You're talking about it's going up. It's not going up. Look at this. It's not going anywhere. It's staying inside of this bearish gap. And it's staying inside of this 30-minute bearish gap. This was just a manipulation. I'm not going to change my narrative because we printed one big foolish candle on the 1 minute time frame. The overall narrative is bearish, so I'm going to stick with the bearish narrative. One micro for the win. Took out the highs and drops. I know, dude. Now it's going to dump after that manipulation. Hopefully it finally rips down. So 3K is a daily loss, or that's the amount you can lose all time. It depends on your account type and your account size. I'm trading with 100K, so my maximum account loss is $2,000. So I just gotta stay above that. That's why I'm not risking anymore. That I'm already down 500 for the day. So I'm only in with 1 micro. Alright, if we don't actually rip down on this candle, I'm gonna actually crash out. There you go. We're finally moving down. We're still respecting this gap. That manipulation was super crazy because I was in with 8 micros. Like the sell side would have been so beautiful. We would have actually made a bag and a half on that. Finally. There you go. Created a wick and actually turned around. Created a wick. Now it's a bearish candle. Is it going to keep going down after creating the wick? This is when I'd like prefer to go break even on this trade, but I'm just not far enough. My entry's not far enough to go break even. It won't be meaningful at all. That's what I would have gladly gotten out of the trade right there after we created the wick if I was still in with 8 micros. But at least we have the wick now. You guys can see we got the wick and started reversing. Oh, we need this to go lower. Yo, Mark, what are you doing on Valentine's Day? We're celebrating Valentine's Day today. Yeah, my fiance's working, so I'm gonna take her out today. Stop hunt. She's not my wife yet. Just a guy said working, not stay at home wifey life. Not my wife yet. But that's the goal. That's the goal. That's why this trade has to hit, guys. If this trade hits, she can officially retire. If this trade hits, guys, with 1 micro on this position left, drops down to like $800 on gold, like, I mean, yeah. When's the wedding? April. It's in April. Oh, don't pull up. Bro's the stay-at-home husband, for real. Okay. You guys, it's beautiful. It's actually like a beautiful trade. And if this didn't take me out because my stop loss was literally just at the highest, then I would have been up a few $100s. What happened? Do you know where it's parked? On the red line on it? Yeah. Okay, you got it. Where is your TP? Bro, I don't have a TP, bro. I just need it to melt. Alright, I need to make some money. I don't have a TP. Do you see any lows nearby? There's actually nothing nearby. We need to aim for like 300 pips, bro, at least. Talking about a TP, bro. Where is the lows? There's nothing to TP at. How about trading to the upside since it touched the 5-minute FEG, bro? We're on a 30-minute bearish IFEG. Where's the SL now? It's still in the same spot, just a little bit lower. Slightly above this bearish gap right here. Guys, price action sucks on the 1-minute time frame. Like, low-key, it sucks. Alright, we just got a new 30-minute candle, and this 30-minute candle is beautiful. If this doesn't go down, I'm actually going to uninstall this app. I'm uninstalling this game. Alright, we're back above this 30-minute IFEG. Like I said, that candle is beautiful because it opened right in the middle of this gap. So if we go down from here, we're going to get a massive move. If not, I guess it wants to go higher. Then the other guy in the chat was right. But otherwise, we're good. Loki, I'm going to enter some more. I'm entering 3 more micros again. Boom. 3 micros entered on this position. Make sure you guys adjust your stops if you did enter positions as well. I'm still very confident in the bearish narrative here. New 30-minute candle, which means new volatility coming into the market. Let's go. We're still staying inside of the gap. We just need this to break down. It's been creating lower lows, lower highs here. Constantly. Look at this. Lower high, lower high. We just need this to stay inside of this gap still. Come on. Very bad 1-minute price action though. It's super choppy. But that just means, guys, that just makes me even more confident in the sells. Consolidation is a sign of reversal. Come on. We survived on the position right here. Now we're in with 4 micros. There you go. That's a beautiful breakdown. Look at that 30-minute candle. 30-minute candle is bearish now. Come on. Keep printing. I would love to see this run through this low right here. I would love to see it run all the way down here. Come on. Come on, come on. We can go break even once it takes out the low again. All right, guys? This is where we're going to go break even. Man, why can't I see your screen? What are we trading? You have to click on my screen inside of the chat. Instead of like my my profile. Watch it fly to here, sir. Looking for sells here. Thank me later. Well done regardless though for catching the current sell. I'll be waiting for it to go higher. I mean, it's literally just consolidating right now, so that kind of sucks. I thought we were finally going to get the move with the new 30-minute candle, but it didn't. It didn't give us that move. We're back at the entry here. It's got to be some of the worst 1-minute price action that I've seen in a little while. How do you put a stop on legacy? Because each time I do it, it takes me out of the trade and puts me in another position. So in order to place a stop loss on legacy, you have to make sure that you have the same amount. If you do a sell, you have to do a buy stop. So right click it, click buy stop. It will enter you in another position, or it will leave your position open if you don't do the exact amount. So you have to make sure that if you're in with 4 micros, your stop loss is also 4 micros. And then there's also a thing called bracket orders. So you should learn how to use it right here. Trade bar. So it'll automatically set your stop loss and it'll automatically take you out of the position. Makes it a little easier for beginners. I just personally like to manually execute my trades because I like to add it. It makes it a little easier for me to move it around. I really don't like how it's moving right now. There's no volatility right now. It's just consolidating sideways. But at least we're staying inside of this 30-minute IFEG. I promise you guys, today's going to be a bearish day. Just give it. Need us some time. Need us some time, guys. I'm sticking to this narrative. We're going to walk away with big profits today, alright, guys? There you go. There you go. Go and break even at this low. There you go. Beautiful. $230. And we're finally running on sell. Let's go. Going break even on this one as well. Beautiful. 30-minute bearish candle. We need this to low-key sweep out through these lows. I'd love to see like a really bearish candle here. Like an extra like 200 pips maybe. Come on. Let's go though. Let's go. See if we get taken out here at break even. All right, guys. Now we just gotta wait. We just gotta wait for this to hit now. We're almost there. That finally broke through the low, and as long as it doesn't come back up into this like range again, we're probably gonna rip down much lower than this. But on the other hand, guys, if it comes back into this range, it's just gonna be consolidating in this sell side position. So it might be a smart idea to take profits and just call it a day. Let's see right now. We're break even on this position now. See how much further we can run. I gotta get back up. I gotta secure at least 200 on top of what I had. So I'm looking for way more before I book any profits. And I'll secure it at 200 here because that's a winning day for me. Told you guys, just stick to the narrative. Made up my losses, close at 240 profit. I'm calling it for now. Thanks. Appreciate it. Let's go. New York and Asia, steak and lobsters. Recovered loss and in profit. That's why you guys gotta have good risk management. Isn't that called revenge trading, Mark? Totally, totally. But I started with the narrative that we were gonna run down to this weekly, daily for value gap and weekly no wick. So I'm not revenge trading, guys. I just have a very ambitious profit target. I'm not. I'm just following the narrative. Price action was bad. We're finally in the beautiful setup that we were looking for. Don't come back up. Let's go. Are you guys doubling down on your risk every single time you guys are entering or what? Let's go. It ain't coming back up. Yeah, better not. Come on. Keep your head up and your bread up. Alright guys, for everybody that's already up a lot in profit, because I'm in with half of the risk that I used on my first position. So I was in with 8 micros at first, and then I entered with 4 micros just to mitigate how much I would have lost if it ran up a little bit higher. So I'm waiting for a little bit more. I'm looking to close out at least 550. So once it sweeps out this low, that should be just about 550, and then I can call it a day right there. And on this account, I didn't actually take any losses for the day. We're still at 0. So that's beautiful. This is just a winning day on this account as long as we run up to 200. I'll take that. Take it and run away. Come on. This is a 30-minute confluence. We gotta run at least another 30-minute candle down lower. Failed to break out. Alright guys, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna move my stop down to like $200 profit, and if it runs up higher, I'm calling it a day right there. 80. There you go. If it runs back up into this area, I'm out. There you go. There you go. That's what I was looking for. Almost at TP here. Come on. A little bit lower. And come on. But it was just a game of patience, guys. If you guys survived this consolidation and stuck to the narrative. But if you guys didn't stick to the narrative off this 30-minute IFEG, you wouldn't have been able to capture this trade. Almost at 200 here, and I'm closing. Literally every single other candle is going to be bullish. It's actually so annoying today. 400 on legacy. My SL was a little bit above the high, so I ended up staying in the whole thing. That's honestly awesome, bro. Appreciate you, Mark W. Trade. Let's go, Edward. Keep cooking. What are you mainly trading on right now, Edward? Picking up some prop firm accounts or what? Oh, yeah. Thanks, Mark. Made 400, so I'm good. Let's go, guys. What a ride. Let's go. I'm always aiming for big moves, guys. I always look at what the daily candle is going to do because we're trading Asia session, which is the very first session of the day. That funded on TradingView. Is it a flex? What's the account size? It's a 50K. Yeah, 50K flex. Can't wait to get a legacy. Make sure you use code Mark. Legacy's platform is awesome. Guys, I'm giving this trade 5 more minutes. All right, 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes left. It's just literally consolidating. It's taking forever. Like, it's moving in our direction, guys, but it's just moving like every other candle is literally a bullish candle. So it's just super annoying. But you guys see we're that means it's going up. Bullish, bearish. Brother, everything you're saying, I feel. Damn. How do you connect the legacy with TradingView? So we don't have that implemented just yet, but coming soon, bro. That's what I was thinking, bro. That's what I was thinking. Pause, bro. Pause. Dude, that's why you gotta trade with Legacy. All the other prop firms are cracking down on their risk, so you can't even trade. Only 150 needed for a profitable day. I know. I just want to secure 200. We're almost there, anyways. One more bearish candle and I'm out, guys. Come on. There you go. Come on, bro. Come on. Boom. And I'm out. We're out. Let's go. 500 profit there. And almost at 500 here. Maybe 550. I'm going to trim off three micros. Leave the last one. Ready? Almost there, actually. I might just close the whole thing. We have 500. There you go. Massive move. Let's go. Guys, this is a 30-minute candle. It's a massive. I told you guys it was going to run down from this 30-minute IFG. We just had to stick to it because today was a little bit harder than other days. I'm going to make a little recording for Instagram. Be sure to spam some W's. Let me know how much profit you guys walked away with today. Let's go. All right, guys, caught another beautiful trade off of this 1 minute FEG. You guys can see today's price action was super choppy, but it still ran in the right direction off of this 30-minute IFEG. Currently on Legacy, I am floating $400 and I'm almost out of this position. I just want it to hit $550 and I also secured $200 on this account, sitting at 50,500 and we're gonna be sitting at 100,500 on this account. So W stream, let's see everybody bagging out. Let's go, guys. Tune in for Asia session every single day because we're killing it. All right, guys. I think I'm just gonna close it out right here because we're still chopping in between every move, and I'm tired of that. All right, mitigated the losses here. W day, guys. 30-minute IFEG. Stick to your narrative. Follow what price action's telling you to do. Just because you're bullish doesn't mean you got to go against the market.